Our friends over at Powered 4 TV are giving listeners to this podcast an incredible 50% off your first month when you sign up to powered4.tv and use the promo code JONAS. Powered 4 TV are one of the leading on-demand streaming services in the UK, with tons of shows from over 20 wrestling promotions from around the UK and the US, including TNT Extreme, Chicagoland Championship Wrestling, DNA Pro Wrestling, Full Force Wrestling, Ignite Wrestling, and so many more. There's also plenty more to enjoy, including an incredible archive of classic matches, live layers with William Eva, podcasts, and so much more. Sign up to Powered 4 TV today and save 50% off your first month. Just use the promo code JONAS.
Hey, folks, welcome to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network podcast. I am your host, Lewis Carlin. If you like what you see here on this video, please feel free to check out some other content that are on the channel. I have lots of great content on this channel, lots of great content on the way. And if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. Make me a happy person. All right, so the big question that's been going on all week is, will Brock Lesnar be debuting for AEW at Revolution? Big pay-per-view coming up on March 7th. Lots of great matches. But the big news is there's going to be a Hall of Fame worthy talent signing with AEW. Paul White, a.k.a. Big Show, made his in-person debut on AEW Dynamite last week. And he indicated that at AEW Revolution, a Hall of Fame worthy talent will be signing with AEW. Now, you have to remember, he said Hall of Fame worthy. A lot of people are getting confused. There's a lot of people are thinking it's going to be a Hall of Famer. So a lot of people are saying people like Kurt Angle. I've seen Steve Austin's name out there. I've seen The Rock's name out there. So I've seen people that are in the is The Rock. I think The Rock is in the Hall of Fame, but I've seen a lot of old timers who are in the Hall of Fame that people are getting confused. But Paul White didn't say Hall of Famer. He said Hall of Fame worthy talent. So people are speculating. The biggest speculation actually is, as I mentioned, is will Brock Lesnar be debuting? Is he that person? Is Brock Lesnar that person that will be signing that contract at AEW Revolution? Tony Khan had indicated it's going to be a long-term deal, that this person that is going to be signing the contract is, in fact, a male, and it's one of his favorite wrestlers. So Tony Khan's setting this bar high. He's setting the bar high there. So we're expecting a big name. So again, the question is, will Brock Lesnar be debuting for AEW at Revolution? Brock Lesnar, not under contract right now with the WWE, is a free agent, and I don't know if he's completely loyal to the WWE. I know he had mentioned he might be going back to UFC. He'd like to give UFC another try. So I don't know how loyal he is to the WWE. And it would take a ton of money to get Brock Lesnar. And I'm pretty sure Tony Khan has that money if he wanted to sign Brock Lesnar. If Brock Lesnar threw a number out there, I'm sure Tony Khan can meet that number and sign Brock Lesnar. So again, will Brock Lesnar be the one debuting for AEW at Revolution? Personally, I don't think it will be. I don't think it'll be Brock Lesnar. Personally, it could very well be, but personally, I don't think it'll be Brock Lesnar signing at Revolution. The only thing that I'm a little worried about, well, I'm not really worried about, but they're a bit of a concern that AEW should be thinking about is Tony Khan is, like I said, Tony Khan has set the bar high. He's made it known that it's going to be basically said it's going to be a big name, one of his favorite wrestlers. He can't wait for this signing, and let's just hope he's not setting everybody up for disappointment. That's all. Because like I said, a lot of big names are being thrown out. Brock Lesnar being one. I've seen CM Punk's name's been thrown out there. Not just some, a few people are suggesting that Kazuchika Okada, which is ridiculous because he's under contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's going to sign a long-term deal with AEW, which is just not happening. So there's a lot of speculation out there on who it's going to be, and a lot of big names are being thrown out there. So just hope that AEW is not setting themselves up for disappointment in bringing somebody in that's not as big a name as someone like Brock Lesnar or CM Punk. I know people wanted CM Punk to come back for a very long time. CM Punk was asked about it. Is it going to be you? And he indicated it's not him. So he said it wasn't him. Everybody was saying, "Oh, CM Punk has said it's not him, so it's not going to be him." The thing is, though, if it is CM Punk and he was going to debut, and somebody asked him, "Are you going to be debuting? Is it you?" He's not going to say yes. I mean, it's supposed to be a surprise, so he's not going to say yes. So people can't be so. What's the word? Can't be so. I guess is naive the word, the correct word. It's 4 a.m. in the morning, so I'm recording this, so my brain's not completely there. But people can't just believe exactly what CM Punk is saying when he says it's not him, because if it is him, he's not going to say it's me. Oh yeah, it's me. I'm the one signing the contract, because then no one's going to order the pay-per-view to see if anyone was going to order the pay-per-view to see who this big signing is. And by the way, it is a great marketing strategy to get people to buy into the AEW Revolution. So great marketing strategy. Like I said, I just hope they're not setting themselves up for a big disappointment. But back to CM Punk. If it was him, he's not going to come out and say, yes, I'm the one that signed the contract. It wouldn't make sense. So of course he's going to say no. I mean, if you ask anybody right now, if you ask Brock Lesnar, if you ask basically anyone right now, is it you? Even if it is them, they're going to say no, it's not me. So we'll see. And I have my idea on who it might be. Sorry, as I said, it's 4:00 in the morning. I'm recording this. My throat's not all there. I have an idea. I have my idea on who it might be, and I think this person is very, very talented, and definitely a free agent. And there was speculation in the past about him going to AEW. And I'm going to say his name, and it's not the huge name that everyone is throwing out there. I'm thinking it's Ethan Page. I know Tony Khan said this wrestler is one of my favorite wrestlers, but as I said, Ethan Page is a great wrestler, and who knows, maybe Ethan Page is one of Tony Khan's favorite wrestlers. I'm just thinking I'm thinking that's the guy. That's the person that's coming in. Like I said, he's not a big name like Brock Lesnar or CM Punk, but he's definitely, in my opinion, a Hall of Fame worthy wrestler. And I know he had indicated interest in AEW. I know Cody Rhodes had indicated in the past interest in Ethan Page. I'm thinking it's Ethan Page. I'm thinking Ethan Page is the one that's coming in, and we're going to see him at AEW Revolution. Now, if it is Ethan Page, if I am in fact correct and it is Ethan Page, would it set people up for disappointment? Probably. If people are expecting Brock Lesnar or CM Punk, I think anybody besides those two would be a bit of a disappointment. Another name thrown out there that I've seen is Mark Henry, Kurt Angle, possibly. But again, when you think about those guys, I think Mark Henry is in the Hall of Fame. I'm not sure. If he's not, I'm sorry, but Kurt Angle already in the Hall of Fame. And people need to remember, like I said earlier, it's not a Hall of Famer. It's a Hall of Fame worthy talent that's coming to AEW. So my guess is Ethan Page. That's who I'm going with. And but whoever it is, I'm sure it's going to be exciting for AEW. And if it is Brock Lesnar, if the near impossible happens and Brock Lesnar does show up at AEW Revolution to sign that contract, I think Vince McMahon would just have a coronary, man. Unless he already knows. Unless I guess Brock Lesnar would have the courtesy to call Vince McMahon and say, Vince, I'm headed over to AEW. But I don't think Vince McMahon will let that happen. I think if Tony Khan offers Brock Lesnar a huge contract, I think McMahon would match it. I don't think McMahon would let Lesnar go. I don't think he would let him go to AEW. I think any contract that Tony Khan throws at Brock Lesnar, I think Vince McMahon would match, because it's Brock Lesnar is his boy. So I that's another reason why I don't think it's Brock Lesnar. But again, never say never in this business, right? Never say never in the business of professional wrestling. It could very well be Brock Lesnar. It could very well be CM Punk. At this point, it could very well be anybody. I personally think it's going to be Ethan Page, as I said earlier, but we'll see. But nonetheless, the pay-per-view is gearing up to be a very, very good one. If you're on the fence about ordering it, and get off that fence and order it. AEW Revolution is going to be a great show, and who knows? Who knows? Brock Lesnar just may very well be on the AEW roster when AEW Revolution ends. You never know. It's unlikely, but you never know. It could happen. All right. On that note, I'm going to say thank you very much for listening to me today. I am Lewis Carlin. This is the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network podcast. And until next time, thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye. Stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye-bye.